Okay guys, so what we're going to be looking at in this video is just a few more tools on how to fix up our sword, and then we're going to be looking at how to apply materials and texture maps. So I know we sort of had a look at these tools just here and as well, and I was going to go straight onto that, but I'm actually just going to just go through a few more tools just to fix up our sword, just in case you guys want to add a few extra details to your sword before we start getting onto the basic UV mapping. So another thing I'm going to go through is if you have come to this computer, another person has used it, you will have to set your project again. So I've gone through how to create a project, but this is how you set one. Just simply go set project, and then we've got to navigate towards where our project is. In your case it'll be on the share drive. Should be close to where I am on this one as well. So there we are. Cool. Alright, so with that set now, I'm just going to open up that there. Cool. So in the video we talked about using the mirror to sort of have these two pieces. I'm just going to go through how we can join these two pieces up and connect all these things so we don't have this line that's just in between there. And then we'll move on to how to apply textures and materials. So when we've got two shapes like this and we want to join them, first thing we've got to do is make sure they're all still part of the same mesh. So I'm going to go up here to mesh and go combine, and on the outliner you will now see they combine together to make one. You've still got these groups left over though in case we want to separate it again, but that's not going to be the case. I just want to sort of keep them there, and now we can start actually connecting these two up. So we're going to press Control 1 on the keyboard. What that's going to do is isolate that from everything else. I can press Control 1 again to bring it back. But here we are, all there. So now we want to connect these two things up. And the tool I'm going to look at here is this Weld tool. And Weld tool basically allows me to select this tool here and select a component and left click and drag it onto the other one, and it will literally merge those two. So it's quite easy and powerful tool to use. And it will just allow us to quickly sew up these holes and make sure that everything is all connected as one. Cool, excellent. And that is that tool there. Press Control 1 to bring these things back. Another thing that I said I'd look at is the extrude tool. So what does an extrude tool do? Well, extrude tool does is allows us to select a face, edge or vertice, and then if we go up here to edit mesh, go extrude, or as it says here, Control E, we can actually bring those two faces up, and then you get this widget here that kind of looks like a combination of the move widget and the scale widget. So I can move things up like this and it will just give me that extra sort of detail. I can then use these scale tools here to bring those faces in. I can even select to have faces off so that I have two individual faces that I can then shrink and resize and scale and move independently as well. So the extrude tool is quite a powerful tool and we use it in a lot of different 3D programs. I'm not going to use it on this one because I want to try and keep this model pretty flat for when we're UV unwrapping. And you don't want to go too crazy because, as we said before, we want to look at more how we can create details using texture maps more than modeling. But that's all I just wanted to cover with this quick lesson, and then we'll look at applying textures.